It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Chris Godwin. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Pats and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete. These two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, that's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now Hall to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, right back to Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Harris. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick completion to Henry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And they're back and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A gain of 8 and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are once again back in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run it with Hall off the option. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now Jones on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Yeah. As he gets it to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on 1st and 10. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. this one is incomplete. So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction, so to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go again with Hall. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Open man is Myers. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 10.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Patriots 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jones now on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chris Olave, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Dolphins stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jones on first down, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 2. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand